Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we are in the middle of Caridin's Cross, part of the Deep Roads. And so we're just wandering around exploring. We haven't finished exploring this area yet. We are looking for Branka, the Paragon who discovered some really cool, or I should say invented, some really cool smokeless coal technology. I got her elevated to Paragon status. Apparently she's gone into the Deep Roads chasing after the anvil that the dwarves used to make golems in the past. So that'd be really cool to get that. And of course, since we're in the Deep Roads, we're underground, we're running into darkspawn like crazy, as well as a whole bunch of other nasty enemies. I guess we're going to go this way. We will end up going back and exploring the other paths, don't worry. That's a, that's one of those Deepstalkers. It's just kind of dead.
So simple to see, really.
There's a trap. Took care of that. Now we'll rip his toes off. We have a whole bunch of... Oh, you're all going to just be paralyzed. That is wonderful. I love this mass paralysis. I'm getting like at least 2 to 3 solid kills in. Even more like 3.5 to 4 before they unparalyze. That is so useful. Anything else over here? Oh, torso in a bag. Oh, jeez. New quest, Asunder. Okay, now that we've actually been picking up this guy's body parts, we actually have this quest now, and if we go to our current quest, it's conveniently highlighted right there. A Fade Beast intentionally dismembered itself? Wait. How would you... Why would you... Now, know the quest... now, do pay attention to the quest. It said we have to take all of these body parts to somewhere in Caridin's Cross. That's actually going to end up being false, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we have Deepstalkers to fight. And in fact, I think this is actually a boss room. If I remember correctly, we're actually going to find a lot of boss fights or mini boss fights in the Deep Roads. I kind of like that. Because it's something I feel this game has been somewhat lacking at. Okay, is everybody done? Well, you're not done. And we have another round of Deepstalkers. And that was a complete whiff on the dual weapon sweep. That's okay, these Deepstalkers aren't super threatening. Alright, you all done? Well, you're not done, there's more over here. Alright, we done. No, we're not done. And there's the boss. It is the Deepstalker Matriarch. So apparently she sent like 3 waves of her minions, and now the Matriarch is here. Kind of weird that she didn't attack with her minions, maybe because we just didn't walk far enough to activate her. And then yeah, like 3/4 of the way through the battle, I remember, hey, I have this Marked for Death ability that can make things take additional damage. At some point, I'm going to learn to start using that at the start of these boss fights, or mini-boss fights. I was going to call it a boss fight. Just let me have my moment and call it a boss fight. Deep mushroom. And there's a sarcophagus, which this is the first time we see a sarcophagus, right? So I'm like, okay, this must be where we have to take those body remains to. Which is very convenient for us. But no, it's actually a treasure chest. And so none of that is what we were looking for the Asunder quest. But we fought the Deepstalker Matriarch, so can't complain too much about that. Got some great experience from that, I'm sure. Okay, so now I'm just looking around, trying to find out where I haven't been yet. Besides that path back at the beginning. But don't worry, we'll be getting to that. So first, am I even going the right direction? Okay, yeah, I guess I'm going back the other road first. I keep wandering back and forth through here, and that's why this area is taking probably longer than it should. That, and I am absolutely not familiar with it at all. Because like I said, we're in completely blind territory. I was gonna say, like, that was taking me all the way back to the beginning, which I didn't want to do that yet. I wanted to go check over this way. I do like that there's multiple paths you could take through here. And if you're doing some sort of speedrun or minimalist quest, you could end up skipping like half the enemies in here by just not going through half the area. But we're not about doing that. I'm about killing every enemy possible. Especially this big beast. And I should mark him for death. Was that all there was to you guys? Because that wasn't much. Not much with although those big rhino beasts are kind of intimidating. I like them. I like variety in the enemies when the game does that. And it's not all just, here's darkspawn warriors, here's darkspawn archers, and here's darkspawn mages. Now, we get some of these other interesting creatures. Like, we have the shrieks, we have the ogres, we have those... Oh, that takes us out to the deep roads. I don't want to go out yet. And that takes us out to the deep roads. Okay, well, let's go this way. I have a sneaking suspicion that this path is going to connect up to the top spot that we skipped in the last episode. And spoiler alert, that's exactly what it is. Is that even really a spoiler? I mean, it just makes logical sense. Oh, gosh, we walk in here, we're just taking a look around, guys. And we get ambushed by shrieks. Nasty things. Kill them. Now kill this one that's in the crushing prison. Did that wake up other... Because I saw other enemy. Okay. I was just taking a look around. I'm sure there's going to be... Yeah, there's enemies over there. Well, we've activated them. Let's go get them. They were literally just spawning in as we're running up close to them. Yeah, so there's my strategy. Oh, there's an ogre. Boss fight. Or at this point, probably more like a mini-boss. I don't want to deal with the ogre right now. I want to... Number one, I don't want Zagana being attacked by him. Number two, just kill all the smaller guys, and then we'll go after the ogre. Hey, no grabbing Alistair. We'll stun you for that. Oh, we got him. Yeah, that wasn't much of a boss fight. Stop running. That is so annoying. You archers just keep running away. That's why I go after you last. Alright, just a health potion. Okay.
It's done. Naturally. Arrows
of filth. Of course they are. And none of this stuff is actually good to be used,
And
so
done.
we'll put in my junk to sell. Now, those darkspawn couldn't stop me, but those little tiki torches can't get around them. They've thwarted my plans. Like, that should be the ultimate grand plan of the the archdemon. Just set up some tiki torches around me, just like completely surround me in tiki torches, and that's it. We're done. Game over. That'd be kind of anticlimactic, but it'd also be kind of hilarious at the same time. So I marked it as the active quest, thinking, hey, it'll show me the quest marker. We have another side quest we can do in here. I don't think it's quite ready to be finalized, but we're almost there. Just make sure we're getting every corner explored for treasure. So I can get every piece of silver possible. Okay, we have battle on the bridge. Though I don't think Gilgamesh is going to show up. We do have this Herlock Alpha. That does not count as a boss. And some enemies appeared behind us. See, this is why I say that they're just spawning in. So I'm going to go take care of these guys. And they're all, of course, just rapidly running away from me. We've completely split up from the rest of our party. Oh, no, wait. Morgan's there. Hi, stab you, please. Okay, your turn. And your turn. Stop running away from me. That is so annoying. Okay, well, I found Win. Is that all of them? I mean, it seems like that's all of them because the game's letting us pick up the spoils here. But our other two characters are actually still, attacking.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Oh, someone save Morrigan, please. Thank you. There's a trap that we disarmed. Another trap. I don't know if we disarmed it or not. Get rid of you. Stay away from my Morrigan. Oh, there's a trap there and a trap there. Let me take care of those. I don't think we're supposed to be able to just click the A button and just start disarming the trap and then be able to get up and move right away. But the game lets us. I don't know if that's a glitch or something. Now we have a lot of the big darkspawn here. The Herlocks. Not to be confused with Sherlock. I don't think these guys can investigate much. Okay, dual weapon sweep. Stop killing Alistair. I need him alive. That does not mean start coming and killing me. Not what that means at all. I should be using more of my stunning effects. So, I want to use them on these archers so they don't just run away on me, as they have a tendency to do. Oh, we still have more enemies. This is a massive battle, is what this is. Hey! Alistair leveled up. Awesome. And now we run around and collect everything. We should do our level up before we end up, you know, going back across this bridge and triggering another massive battle.
And I'm off.
And there's that one trap there. I don't know if I clicked it or if I didn't click it, or if someone ran into the trap and that's why it's not in the disarmed position. Yeah, that's totally throwing me off too. So it wouldn't surprise me if either we did deactivate it and, you know, I ran away to go join the fighting too quickly, or if someone stepped on it and triggered it. Ooh, another garnet. I should check and see if I have 10 of those. I don't know what I'm at. Am I at 8 or 9? Weren't we at 7 before? But, yeah, I don't know. Okay, Alistair, we're still going towards the upgraded war cry there. So we might as well go that route. Loop around here, and yeah, see, that path is going to take us out. We might as well go around here and just connect the path. And lo and behold, there is actually treasure here. So it wasn't a complete waste to do that and make sure our map is all mapped in. Now it looks like there's an area on that far right there. There's actually not. You actually can't get to that. It's a small little pathway there. It's another issue I have with the map. But what can you do? Well, it's not just the map's fault. It's also kind of the game designer's fault. So we'll go over here. It looks like there's another camp. Yep, we've got more darkspawn. We have a tripwire. Let me take care of that. I will sit there and wait on the tripwires because I don't want to, you know, start deactivating it and then have the move count as, you know, we're triggering the trap. Mass paralysis being awesome again. As it usually is. And we have another Hurlock. Is that Hurlock Emissary or Hurlock Alpha? Well, this group wasn't much. Again, you can't expect everything to turn into a massive battle like the one we had when we were crossing that bridge. So yeah, I don't know if it was better for us to come from the southern end and come back up, or if it would have been better to come this way on the original northern path. But it worked out. It worked out for us the way we did it. That's all that matters, right? Oh, lots of treasures. Amethyst, that's not a garnet, but I'll take it anyways. And also, I'm going to have more issues with the map here because at various spots in the map, it looks like there's an alternate path, like in this particular room, or like another place where we can like run up on a ledge or something, because it looks like that there's a path there, and there's really not. There's not. There's no more paths here. Oh, there's also the Drifter's Crate, which, yeah. So I marked that. So see, that's the spot down there. We're going to go back to that spot. We have all of the, I guess there were a bunch of clues that we were picking up. Reminds me of the side quest back in the Kukari Wilds where we had like all those little markers that we would find scattered throughout, and then once we checked out all of them, then like a treasure spot appeared. Then we got the treasure and triggered a demon or something. Those might have been two separate quests. Oh, hey, hey. Thought there was still something possibly over here. Oh, wow. Did I just, like, miss that before? How did that happen? It was on the southern side. How did I miss that? I must be getting sloppy. Okay, but we're actually going to go... We're going to go get this treasure. And it's actually... But we're going to find some amazing treasure here. Like, it's not going to be like most of the treasure where, okay, we're just picking it up so we can sell it for a little bit of gold or silver. No, we're actually going to get some equipment upgrades. I'm expecting the demon to come out, or for this to be a trap. Even though it's not going to end up being a... And then there's a treasure here, and I'm like, how did I miss that? And I'm like, oh, that's the treasure we can't unlock yet. Well, that's annoying. So I'll have to remember this spot for later when I get high enough cunning to open that. Ah, this treasure has now appeared in quest completed. Thorn of the... Is that Dread Gods? Bread Gods? A Thorn of the Bread Gods. Yeah, I can't read super well on the screen I'm watching this on for post-commentary. But we also have, oh, Ring of the Warrior, +2 strength and +2 dexterity. Someone's going to get that, too. And an Expert Hail Room, +15 physical resistance. Yeah, we might end up using that when we get around to forging weapons. I don't really want to do the forging till I get what I feel is going to be like our final pieces of equipment. Now, this Thorn of the Dead Gods, it said it had like +3 damage, and so it's got better damage output. And yeah, so I'm gonna swap our cheese knife. And our cheese knife is actually eventually going to go to the junk and get sold. Alright, Ring of the Warrior. Yeah, we have these double ice bands that we don't really need. So one of those is going to go. We're going to get that Ring of the Warrior. And Alistair already has a ring that, well, it does that and gives him +4 attack. And he has that, which, I mean, it's not super great, but we need this better on Zagana. Now, another thing I noticed with the knives, or daggers, I should say, is that the one that we have equipped in our main hand has the +3 damage, but it doesn't have that plus, what was it, 10 or 15% critical backstab damage. And I'm like, well, I don't know what's actually going to be better, because the one that we equipped, that Thorn of the Bread Gods or whatever, it has more armor penetration as well, and more damage. So I'm like, maybe that'll be better. Maybe that'll offset the 10 or 15%. And so we're going to try it out for a little bit. And then we'll see if we're going to go back to main handing our other knife with the 10% backstab boost. But we're not going to run into another battle whatsoever in the rest of this episode. So this is just going to be me wandering around looking for the spot for the demon, because, you know, the quest told us that it's somewhere near Carradin's Cross. So we're in Carradin's Cross. But realistically, this is not where we're going to find the demon. Oh, this is over where we battled the Deepstalker Matriarch. There's nothing here. And yeah, here's where I just kind of cut out and I do some off-camera wandering around. And I see here's the deep road from that western exit. And that doesn't actually get me anywhere new. What is the purpose of having that as an exit right there if it's not going to get us anything new? Like, I get from a design perspective, maybe they're going for a hint of realism, like there's these multiple paths that can go around in that. But it's not practical from a gameplay perspective to have an exit deep into this dungeon. I'm calling Carradin's Cross its own, like, little dungeon. To have an exit deep within the dungeon that just takes you to the same places that you could already get to. Like, why have that there at all? I mean, I get that this was a whole underground system and there's probably multiple ways to go around, but also, if we're being realistic, you wouldn't be able to just click a button on the map and then travel your way over to a place like Carradin's Cross. It would actually be set up more like Final Fantasy XII, where everything is literally interconnected. There's no going to a map and selecting stuff and then going there. No, you run through everything in every area. And then we get here, which this one will actually take us to the Orton Tig. And we'll have several side quests that we can do here. So yeah, we're done with battles in that area, and if you're watching the video time, we're going to be done with battles entirely. I'm just selecting it here to see if we're going to get a random battle or something before, and we're not. So with that, we will explore the Orton Tig next time.